Hey guys, welcome to Facebook Finds. Today I'll be reviewing part 2 of the collection that we had last video. So we can see there's Thomas stuff and there's non-Thomas stuff. So I'll be starting out with the non-Thomas stuff and then making my way to the Thomas stuff since I have some extra stuff for that. Starting out, we have this wooden kind of, let's see if it'll focus. Yeah, we have this wooden IKEA train. I'll just move this up a little bit. You can see some stuff in the back. Wooden IKEA train. Now this one is a bit different from the one that you can currently buy from IKEA, and if you didn't know, they do actually sell trains. As you can see, the magnet is a lot bigger. Uh, this one's just more worn, and the funnel has this kind of like pattern on it. Well, this one is just smooth, and it's plastic instead of wood. But other than that, same thing with the back magnet. Everything else is almost the same. So we have that one. Now we have the stuff that is just there. We have, oh, we have this broken car thing, which I'm assuming the last owners put like a train in or something. So that's why they took off the top. We have that. We have this, which is like a something. And then we'll put that there. We have the body of a motorized engine. I already checked, it's not Thomas, but it just kind of is there. Could go get a battery, but I don't think I will this video. Pretty self-explanatory. And now we get to the non-Thomas but good stuff. Starting out, I just put these into 2-packs. We have like a van maybe, and a nice diesel. This one I actually really like, so I'm maybe putting on like future layouts. Pretty nice. We have this. Then we have this kind of a bullet train. Has something really interesting that I thought. It has like a curved chassis, which I don't think I've ever seen before. Other than that, it's just a bullet train. Could be modded into like a Kenji kind of style. Then we have this like faster kind of train, but it's not a bullet train. And the same thing, just nice train. These are all really realistic looking, and I like that for some things, but mostly I like Thomas. Then we have this train here, which is basically just Thomas. Like, it's almost the same thing. And then you just have this cargo car, which I felt like represents almost exactly, Diesel 10's car from Playrail. This is basically it. So whenever I get that, I'll do a comparison of the two. And then the final non-Thomas thing is this. I don't know if this 100% goes together, but it's this steam train. Interesting. Yeah. Have the 3-wheel tenders, which are kind of uncommon in this wooden railway range. You have that, and then you have this thing. It's like a express car. And now that I'm thinking about it, actually, I wonder if this goes together, which it does. There you go. It goes like that. So we have this as a 3-pack. Everything else is a 2-pack. And those are all of these trains, at least. The non-Thomas stuff. And now we'll be getting to this Thomas stuff. But before I do that, I just want to set up some quick tracks. So, now that I have the track all set up, as you can see here, let me just zoom out a little bit. Oh, see the edges of my table. So, we have the track all set up, and just saying this track was not included with this set. It was just from the last previous video. So, what I'll show on this set is that we have this James, and I'll just zoom in a little bit. This James somehow got 2 tenders and just 1 James. So I've taken this James tender, it's just a regular one, put that to the side. Have the second James tender in James. This one is the 2003 version, and I believe that it came with the set from last video, James and the Trouble with Trees. And if you haven't looked at that video, please go check it out. It's going to be in the description and up top in the corner. So we have James, and I believe what was also from that set, there was a Thomas that had no boiler stripes, which is an interesting thing we'll get to later, and also a Sir Topham Hatch thingy. So if we have that there, we have a complete The Trouble with Trees set. And so the last video showed out how to do it. So this will just be showing off the trains. We have Thomas. And I'll show off his boiler stripes in the next set. But we have James. Finally can be like the scene. He comes over here. And then the trees kind of go in front of him like this. And then he can go like that. Yeah, so that's this set. I'll move James out of the way and have this other James, which is actually quite cool. It's actually the, what does it say? Lights and sound version. So when it rolls, there'll be chuffing sounds. I can do it on the track. Yeah, as you can hear. And then you can see the light is on when you move the wheels. Light turns on, and then after a little bit, it slowly turns off. When you click the button on the top, you'll hear James either go as like releasing the steam, or it'll be James whistling. So this one is whistling, and then there'll be steam. This may be inside of like a quick review kind of series coming up possibly. And this buffer right here, on the normal one it's not included, but on this one it is, on back and front. So I have this James, and the last item on this set I'll do, I believe, is this Percy. So ignore the garbage one. So this Percy is just a regular 2003 Percy. I believe 2003. Yeah, just nice Percy. And then you have this, like, it's called the recycling cars. There's this one and another car that has a face on it. But these ones just have bottles, papers, and cans, and you can spin around like so. It's a pretty fun one, and when it goes on tracks, it just looks nice. So, we have that one, and actually, I'll make the next set now. Okay, so we have our next set here. Let me just zoom out a little bit. You can see it's the figure 8 set. And if I zoom in a bit now, there is this Thomas and these cars that came with this set. So, what I personally like doing is, I'll talk about this one right now, and I'll tell you why. This Thomas is an earlier, I believe 2002 or 2003 version, and so it doesn't have the boiler strips, but it has all the other updates. And this Thomas, personally, I prefer it with the Trouble with Trees set, but this Thomas with this set also works, since I've seen people have this Thomas with the brand new in box set like this. So I have this one. I have this box car, which if you look inside is just boxes. This is probably a classic piece. And if you look at it from this angle, both doors move at the same time, which means they're connected somehow. I believe through the top, yeah. So you have the box car, and you have the infamous Sodor Caboose. This thing everybody has. This is actually somehow my first one, but this is nice to have. I'm maybe ordering more. It'd be fun to see having like 100 of these guys. So, have that. And then, if you remember from last video, we got the Thomas, same thing, just with stripes. We have this one and Annie right here. And if we look at the set, this figure 8 set with this Thomas, it looks really nice. And if we look at it with this one, also looks something is off, which it is, but it looks still fine. But if we have it with, oh, there goes James again. If we have it with this one, looks probably the better version, I would have to say. And then this Thomas and this Annie. I'll just move these cars out of the way. We have this Thomas and Annie. These two we got last time, but we never got a Clarabelle. So I went ahead to AliExpress, ordered this thing for, I say, not even Clarabelle, for like $1 at most Canadian. And yeah, you have it right here. The color is extremely off. It looks off. It's a lot taller. If I just bring it down right here, you can see it's a lot taller. You can see that the color of the coaches themselves are off. And if I just bring it back up a little bit and bring it down, you can see that it has no writing on the bottom, which is kind of weird. And that the wheels are not rounded. They're just straight like this. Oh, and the magnets work both ways somehow. One way, other way is a bit better. It's a weird item, but it works as a Clarabelle for right now, at least. So we have that, and then the final item that we have randomly was a Trackmaster 2 Thomas. Yippee. It's not like I already have, 20 others. Like, definitely could use another one. But jokes aside, this Thomas is nice to have, so I can finally have a duplicate of this guy and possibly customize it. Yeah. And so that is my haul, is part 2. There will be, I believe, a part 3 of it, and that would be all the tracks from those non-Thomas items. Yeah, if you enjoy this video, please like and subscribe, and yeah, have a good day.